Damn. Make Tempura like forever. Well, anyway, hey Blades, this is Fang here, and welcome to an episode of Tales of Vesperia. Yeah. It's definitely been a bit. Been a pretty busy weekend. So, definitely glad to be back streaming where I don't have to do much today. Except being lazy, basically. But yeah, welcome back, Blades. No more sickness and no more busyness. We are here to definitely play and get further in our series. I do apologize about Horror Wednesday for those that look forward to it. The elder told us to go look for your friends. Unfortunately, I just wound up getting pretty busy and missed out on Horror Wednesday, so I do apologize for that, for people that look forward to that series. Or look forward to that day in general. But this week, I should be pretty solid. Now, last I remember, Estelle disappeared with Raven, and it's unsure... Oh, cool. It's unsure on who disappeared with who, or who's still here. So we are searching for Estelle, generally, because she was given pretty bad news.
As you thought, the two of them are nowhere to be found.
I wonder what could have happened to them.
Anyway, let's get back to the surface and look for them.
But even if we do, the world's a big place. It's reckless to just go searching blindly.
Perhaps the two of them went on a walk?
A walk that involves leaving...
Well, only the living have the privilege of saying they'll fight to the last breath. And words like conviction and resolve don't mean much to a dead man.
Out.
Ah, well. Just when things were getting good.
Just who are you, anyway? What does the head of the Knights want with you? I can't believe I only just remembered that. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hurry! We have to follow them!
I understand how you're feeling, but please try to calm down.
What? Aren't you worried?
Of course I'm worried. That's why we should calm down and think rationally, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, I see. I'm sorry.
Got any ideas?
Ah, yes. The Master of Miorzo might have some idea.
He's an Entelecea after all. Maybe he felt the flow of air from the Blastia. Did you hear it? Could you tell us where it was? To the west. A sea of sand. A town? It's not too clear, but a desert town. I think it's Jormgen.
That's the town in the sands of Kagor, where we met Duke before.
The sands? Why would they go to a place in the middle of nowhere?
Let's head there now.
You're leaving, then?
I am.
You don't need to shoulder such a burden. Haven't you suffered enough?
Thank you, Elder. But I'm not suffering anymore. If you went into the outside world, you might understand too.
Alright, now we have to head to the sands of Kagor. I think right there. Oh, that's Mantique. Mantak. Words. Jormgen. It's over here.
What's happening?
What's going on? It's just a pile of ruins.
This didn't just happen in a few days. This is like hundreds of years.
Maybe there was a huge fire that... no. Not a chance of that happening, huh?
Quiet. Someone's here.
Duke.
This could be our clue about the Rizomata formula.
That's the dragon from the Wizened of Kodos.
He's traveling with Duke, huh?
I've got questions for that guy, but we have to find Estelle first.
They got away.
Huh?
There's no time. This isn't what I would have chosen, but so be it.
Alexei, what are you doing here?
Ah, looking for the princess? I'm impressed you found your way here.
Do you know where Estelle is?
Is this your idea of a joke, Commandant?
I am at a loss as to how to thank you. Your pitiful sense of justice has allowed me to work with little interruption.
Long ago, there was the pirate Eifried, and now we have the likes of Barbos and Rago. They were each of use in their own fashion, but you have performed magnificent work, far surpassing theirs.
You're some of the most talented and foolish performers I've seen.
What?
However, the time for fooling around is over. It is time for you to exit the stage.
So that's it, huh? It was you pulling everybody's strings all this time. Well, I'm not laughing, Alexei.
Commandant!
And yet another fool arrives.
Flan!
Commandant! How could you? You're the pride of the Imperial Knights. How could you commit treason?
This is not treason. I am merely following the path of one who holds true authority.
And you just intend to betray the trust of His Highness Yoder?
His Highness. Yes. I think he'll be relinquishing his rank soon.
This is madness.
My lord, all is in readiness.
Jaeger!
Well done. I am headed for Bactian as planned. I will leave this situation to you. And Yoder's fate as well.
Yeah, you bet, my lord.
Alexei, wait!
Who said you could leave?
Stand back. If you try to stop us, get the hell out of the way!
Your princess friend is at the Shrine of Bactian as well, you know.
What did you say?
You'll be too late if you don't hurry!
Go after Alexei and Jaeger.
Sir!
Alexei! You won't get away with this!
Yuri, come on! Yuri?
Yuri Lowell, give yourself up!
The Shrine of Bactian is said to be located on the Hypionian continent.
Hypionia, the continent east of Desier. The Yegathor forest is there.
Are we actually gonna trust what Jaeger said?
If that's where Alexei is headed, then Estelle's gotta be there.
We don't have much information, so I guess we'll just have to go check it out.
Aye! just sit here and ignore that guy.
What's the matter, Patty?
Actually, come to think of it, didn't he say something about Eifried?
That man is the cause of it all. If we take him out, we can get Estelle back.
But what about Raven?
I'll bet he delivered Estelle to them and then just took off.
No, Raven. He wouldn't do that.
Well, the facts are that she's been kidnapped and he's nowhere to be seen. I mean, that's only logical, right?
It's possible he was captured as well.
Well, whatever. Let's get going. Yuri?
Yuri.
Flynn, a word?
Very well. Let's talk over there.
Just what the hell are you doing? What happened to advancing as a knight and fixing the Empire from within? You've been nothing more than a damn puppet on Alexei's string. Don't you dare tell me that the Dawn and Bellius died for nothing more than that. He was there working alongside you this whole time, Flynn. How could you possibly not know?
I'm sorry.
Why, though? Did you go along with it because Yoder trusted Alexei?
His Highness is not to blame. I had total confidence in Alexei. The responsibility is mine.
So your pursuit of the Abathea at Nordopolica was on Alexei's orders, I presume?
Yeah.
You'd better start talking. Tell me what happened. There's no reason to worry about exposing the Commandant now.
The conversion of Heliord into a military installation. The abuse of the residents at Mantake. All of Cumor's activities. The forbidden development of New Blastia. All of these were carried out under the Commandant's... under Alexei's orders.
Well, you've grown up to be a model knight. Unquestioned allegiance to your country. That's nice.
The Commandant, Alexei, was not always this way. You of all people should remember. Those who are just will lead lives of prosperity. That was the ideal Alexei once held dear. That was why I...
But all it's done for you is help you lose sight of your original intentions. Not that I have much right to preach to you, after I let them run off with Estelle like that.
No, that never would have happened if I hadn't been blind to Alexei's true nature. I had grown far too used to simply obeying orders like a good knight. Even when I doubted them, it was my lack of thought that brought this about.
Since when is moaning and whining part of a knight's job description?
You impudent!
No. It is as she says. I must shoulder this responsibility. It is up to me to rescue Lady Estellise.
Whoa, what?
Captain, what should be done about His Highness? If anything were to happen to him, the Empire...
I know. That's why this brigade is concentrating all our efforts on ensuring his safety.
But Captain...
Please.
Damn it, Flynn. I didn't yell at you to have you turn around and start telling me what to do. Brave Vesperia is going to rescue Estelle.
Then let me join you. Let me be a member of Brave Vesperia.
Captain?
A knight joining a guild? Don't make me laugh.
Saving her.
Give it up. You know you have no place in a guild. But if you want to come with us, I won't stop you.
Yuri!
But you know what you have to do, right?
As soon as we've rescued Her Highness, I will return to protect Prince Yoder. I cannot allow the Empire to be thrown into disorder. I'm sorry, Sodia, Witcher. I must ask you to take care of the prince.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Please tell His Highness the same.
Understood. Yuri, thanks.
Same here. You had me worried there. It's good to see you're back to your old self.
Alexei. So he's the one who's been advancing Hermes Blastia technology.
Yeah, it's taken a while, but everything points back to him. All right, next stop, the Shrine of Bactian. We're gonna get Estelle and Raven out of there, and show Alexei just who he's messing with.
Agreed.
Woo! Got fun finally. I was kind of curious. on how they were gonna join Flynn in. So I think in the old version, Flynn stays standoffish to the party. So I was definitely curious. Yeah, we'll go with that crew for now. Equipment. Okay.
Just who does that idiot commandant think he is?
Barbos, Rigaud, even Jaeger. Alexei was behind all of them.
And now he's taken Estelle.
I won't let him do this.
I am gonna rip him to shreds the moment we get Estelle away from him.
He must receive his due punishment. We can't let him get away.
Treating Lady Estellise in that manner. Alexei is no longer the man I trusted.
He's evil. That's all there is to it. And he will not change. It's time for some payback.
Oh, excuse me. Alright, so... the forest was on this continent, so it's over here somewhere. Yeah? Are you having issues, baby?
So the Duke's friend helped us when we fell into the sands of Kagor.
You mean the monster we ran into in Kados?
Not a monster, an Entelekea. It must have altered the air at Louise and Kados.
I think I saw it before I passed out in the desert.
Do you think that Entelekea is friendly to humans?
It's the same as Baul and Velius. Entelekea can use language, so we can befriend them.
Right.
Oh, I see it.
Look over there!
What is that huge thing?
It's the Heracles.
Did Alexei send for it?
That's the Entelekea Astal. Alexei's still trying to get Apathea, it seems.
It looked like it got away, though.
Yeah, it looked like it was forced into those ruins.
Those ruins definitely appear to be the Temple Bactian.
I wonder what Alexei's plotting this time.
It doesn't matter what Alexei's planning to do.
Right, we're just here to rescue Estelle.
But if we get too close like this, we'll end up like Astal.
Let's land a little bit away from it and approach on the ground.
Alexei!
Jaeger, that useless worm. Can't he even swat a few pesky flies?
Alexei, what have you done to Lady Estellise?
Give Estelle back!
Estelle, come on, wake up! Estelle!
No matter. As you can see, the princess's life will fade each time she uses her power. If you care for her, then do not interfere further.
Alexei!
You bastard!
Captain, are you okay? Captain!
Sodia? What are you doing here?
After we left, we picked up the Heracles' movements. Prince Yoder dispatched us, saying that you could probably use our help.
That little prince never could mind his own damn business.
Well, what about you and all that pathetic bluster and bravado?
Sorry, but unlike you well-bred aristocrats, I'm not perfect.
Hey, you guys alright?
To save us. Apparently Yoder told them to.
Alexei's inside the temple. Let's hurry up after him.
Captain, please come with us and return to His Highness's side at once.
Sodia?
It is difficult for me to say this, but this place is far too dangerous. The one we most need to protect for the sake of the Empire right now is
I know that. I know that, as a knight, that is what I should be doing. I know that all too well.
Then...
But this is something I need to do myself. For Her Highness, and for Alexei. Please, let me go.
But...
Take us there.
It must be pretty damn inconvenient to be a knight, huh?
How can someone like you... How can the captain possibly consider someone like you his friend? Our captain is the ideal to which we all aspire. He's the epitome of an imperial knight. And yet, for some reason when he's with you, he's not himself. Just like this last time.
Whatever. If you're looking for someone to have a heart-to-heart with, go bug Applehead over here. We don't have time to sit around and play guidance counselor for you.
Applehead?
That's it!
Sodia! No, don't! Sodia!
Listen well, Yuri Lowell. Your very existence is hurting our captain. Stay away from him.
All right, now we've done everything we came here to do. We ask that you please take care of the captain.
Platoon, fall out! We must hurry to rejoin the brigade!
Yuri!
Come on, we have to catch up with Flynn.
Right. If she's forced to use her power, then it'll be too late to save her or fix the air. That bastard! Using her like some kind of tool! He's gonna pay! Come on!
If we don't go after Alexei, that Antilocheia we saw is gonna wind up in Apatheia.
Even from this far away, Astal's wounds look terrible. He might not hold out much longer.
I guess not even the Antilocheia are a match for Heracles.
Maybe that was Alexei's reason for building it in the first place.
Naturally. There's no way he'd need something that powerful just to take care of the guilds.
Whatever the case, we have to catch Alexei and stop him before it's too late for Astal.
Prince Yoder was thoughtful to send his knights to help us.
To help us? Don't you mean to help Flynn and Astal?
Coming here is reckless enough, but sending help is even crazier. Doesn't that little prince understand his own position?
That's the kind of person His Highness is. I'm sure that what's happened has caused him exceptional grief.
Are you referring to Estelle? Or perhaps Alexei?
Both. Let's hurry.
Hey, slow down.
What are you saying? This is no time to be taking it easy.
We don't have any clue where enemies could be lurking, so calm down.
You're right. I apologize. Yuri, you guys are much more level-headed than...
Don't worry about it. We're all in this together here. Hattie, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm extremely okay. Come on, Estelle's waiting for us. Let's hurry.
Alexei made it sound like Ifrid was one of his men.
It is true that the Knights employ guilds on rare occasions, but...
We don't know whether Ifrid worked for him, right? In any case, that conversation's on the back burner for now. Let's go.
It looks like the battle against you is over, Flynn.
So when did you become aware of Alexei's rebellion?
I've held doubts about the Commandant's orders for a while. After Yuri warned me in Nordopolica, I reconsidered previous events in a new light.
And you understood Alexei was pulling the strings in the incidents with Barbos, Rago, and Cumor.
When I heard Lady Estellise was being held, I was certain. I only wish I had realized sooner.
Even so, you unraveled his plot on your own. We still have time. We'll get Estelle back.
Right. Patty, isn't it? Will you aid us in our mission to rescue Lady Estellise?
Do you even need to ask? We'll put an end to Alexei's schemes.
Haha.
Let's eliminate them! Moonbeam! Style of wavering darkness!
Oh man. I think Alexei's the end of this arc. Could be wrong, but I think it is. So I don't actually remember this part of the game too well, story-wise. But if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Duke is the last enemy of the series.
We show no mercy to enemies. We just rip them.
Could be wrong though. It's definitely been a long time since I played this game. Dark Battle. I am.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
But we're gonna try getting 2 episodes done today, at least. So hopefully we're seeing the end of Arc 2 by the end of this. See how it goes though. But yeah, I don't really remember this part of the game for some reason.
We show no mercy
too
to
well.
enemies. We just
How much does Alexei know about the Apatheia?
I only heard that a terrible power dwells within them. If the Union gains possession of them, the guilds will be able to resist the Empire in actual war. That's why the Knights were sent to gather and watch over them.
to the point of kidnapping Estelle and bringing out Hermes Blastia?
Alexei has wicked plans for the Apatheia.
But what exactly are those plans?
Alexei is still after the Entelecheia Estelle.
Estelle is the Entelecheia from before.
Anyway, let's just rescue Estelle, grab the bad guy, and then make him talk.
Right. We should hurry.
Sorry, one sec.
You never did give me an explanation. What were you thinking about when you sealed off Nordopolica and the Wiesent have caught us?
I was following Alexei's orders.
And was using trained monsters his order too?
Likely so. But being unaware of the nature of my subordinates was my error. I'm not fit for command.
At least you understand your mistake.
I swear that I will correct that mistake.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Baby got into the toilet. She's still learning that she's not supposed to do that. It's a process.
I'm gonna do it! This? No, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye. Sharpened rage. Right through that. Rampage. Disturbing power to unleash. Justice to the evil before me. Oh, guess we're done.
You still look troubled to me. Alexei is rotten to the very core. Trusting him is pure folly.
I understand that. His actions cannot be forgiven. But...
No buts about it. This is no time for doubt. You can see Alexei clearly now, Flynn.
you're right. You're more mature than I thought.
Am I? First time I've ever heard that.
I need to be steady myself, too.
Aye. Plant your feet on the deck and bring down Alexei.
Right.
Alright, so we have left or up. Let's go left.
The last room looked like this too.
All these rooms look the same. I wonder if they're all like this.
I'm gonna go check out what's ahead.
Repeat.
I've heard that this kind of construction is intended to humble visitors, so this must be the approach to the shrine.
We don't really have time to be dawdling.
It's okay, relax.
As we thought, the rooms all look the same from here on out. Repeat's sense of smell doesn't seem to be working too well either.
I see. We can't afford to get lost in here.
Here, use these. Let's make a map as we go.
You're always so well prepared.
Carol, can you do this?
Yeah, I'm good with maps. Leave it to me.
We'll be in a lot of trouble if you mess up, you know.
Don't say that! Come on, everything will be fine. Probably.
If only I had been near Lady Estelle so that I could defend her.
That wasn't in the cards. She chose to travel with us.
I guess you're right.
I'll take the heat for this.
That's not what I meant. I'm in no position to blame you.
And your position is just fine.
Maybe so.
Is it just me? Or is it harder to breathe here than on the sea floor?
No. There's something going on between Yuri and Flynn.
So, wait, what was back here then?
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Like this? A din of this Modest flash. Stun blast. Not bad. Spread thy alert. Fluorostorm. Fluid gale. Fluid rage. You're done. Oh, disturbing power now. Was I a little hard on you?
And fight you.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't let him trip you up. Blade of noble indestructible evil. Caprice of innocent waters. Was I a little hard on you?
Nice. What? Okay, so yeah, that was just an item this way. Ah! Nice part is that these rooms are big enough that if you're not XP hunting, you could avoid the combats at least a little bit better in these rooms. And at this point of the game, we still haven't hit a point where we're actually needing to level too much. So, probably avoid as many of the combats as we can. But at least attacked one of each. So I'm not too worried. Is this really just a treasure room? It sure is.
This'll make good practice.
Don't get careless.
You like that? You like that?
Bye-bye.
Now, this is the problem with not having Estelle in the party. We have to manually heal. It's the one sucky part about her being the only technical healer in your party. And to save, gonna go ahead and save. So used to announcing my saves now because of Caligia, because it blue screens whenever that happens.
Are you thinking of what you're going to do when you meet Alexei?
I'll most likely have to fight him.
Sounds like you've made up your mind.
To be honest, I can't believe it even now. No, I think it's really that I don't want to believe it. I looked up to him for so long. I've desperately hoped that this was just some kind of mistake.
Sorry, but I already know the answer to that.
I know. Besides, The way he has treated Lady Estellise can't be explained away as simply a mistake.
No objection there.
Hey, Sir Flynn!
You can just call me Flynn. What is it?
Flynn, you, know what Yuri's done, don't you?
You mean what he did to Rago and Cumore?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to arrest Yuri. At least, not right now.
Then you mean you're going to arrest him after you bring Estelle back to the capital?
Under Imperial law, the things that Yuri has done are serious crimes. After all, he killed two of the Empire's leading figures out of a personal grudge.
Serious crimes.
A personal grudge? But Yuri was...
I know. Yuri certainly didn't do those things for his own sake. But that's how the law works. The corruption in the Empire is entirely irrelevant here.
Are you perhaps in doubt? Confused about which way's right?
I don't know. Is what I'm feeling doubt? Or is it...
Hey, what are you doing? You're gonna get left behind, you know.
Sorry.
My, she's scary. Let's go.
Oh man.
Concentrate our efforts.
No chest here. Yo. Yeah, I do not know what those do. Ah! Darn map angle.
That's over.
Stronger and stronger.
At least they're dropping apple gels. I don't care about that one. Dude, executioner. There's a chest back there, huh? Ah! Wind cape. Cool.
What is this a statue of?
With that kind of shape, I can't tell whether it's supposed to be a human or a monster.
This is a temple, after all. This is probably a statue of whatever deity the temple was dedicated to.
You know, it might just be a statue of the Entelekea we saw outside.
Huh? It couldn't be. I mean, a monster, that is. It's a... But they don't even look alike.
No, I think it's possible. The Entelekea have powers beyond those of humans and can speak in our language. It's not strange to think that humans would have worshipped them in ancient times.
The relationship between the Entelekea and humans might be closer than we thought. Maybe they drifted apart during the long, long passage of time, eventually leading to the situation we find ourselves in now.
If that's the case, I wonder just how much we've forgotten.
I'm sure there are things in this world that should never be forgotten.
Patty?
I think that I prefer the distance we have now to the cozy relationship we had back then.
Cozy relationship, you say? Save again.
It's the Royal Guard.
That has to mean we're on the right track.
Good call, Carol. Estelle's gotta be back there somewhere.
You're a captain, aren't you? Can't you tell them to get out of the way?
The Royal Guard doesn't obey anyone but the Commandant.
We don't have much time. Let's make this quick.
We'll destroy them in no time. Oh, beating of the earth! Sacrifice thy body to crush my enemies!
This is power! Spirits of the wind!
Beating of the earth! Sacrifice thy body to crush my enemies!
Spirits of the wind!
So is that okay?
I don't know what this is, but it looks complicated.
This is a barrier that's been locked up somehow with an encrypted formula.
Can you open it?
It uses an ancient technology that's barely been studied at all. Even I've only seen something like this in books. I couldn't even guess how long a thorough analysis might take.
I'm guessing we can't just force our way through.
Locks usually aren't placed on anything that's easily broken into.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, how do you think Alexei got through here?
He probably forced the lock using Estelle's... the power of the Child of the Full Moon.
Which means he made her use her power again.
Lady Estelise's power.
Someone's here.
Duke, why are you here?
You. How is the young lady? The child of the full moon.
Alexei's got her somewhere up ahead.
I see. So he has made his move.
Are you here because of him too?
The air crane in this region has become severely imbalanced. I have come to restrain it.
By restrain, you mean you actually have a way to do that?
To quiet the air crane, the cause of the imbalance must be removed.
Just come out and say it. You mean kill Estelle.
What?
That's enough. What is it with blaming all the world's problems on a single girl?
An unstable child of the full moon cannot be ignored.
You're as hard-headed as Pharaoh. I thought as a human you'd see things differently.
Our common bond as humans is nothing. A single life cannot be privileged over the fate of the world.
Yeah, never mind that without a bunch of those single lives, there'd be no world. Listen, she may be a bumbling, sheltered excuse for a princess, but she's one of ours. She's none of your concern, so back off!
Do you say that knowing just how great a threat her existence poses?
What we know's got nothing to do with it. Our motto is always do what's right. And if that means having to get up close and personal with you, then so be it.
Very well. The time has come to show me the resolve that so impressed Pharaoh. This is Dane Nomos. It is the only manner in which the air may be quieted. Raise it and calm your mind. The sword will take care of the rest.
Dane Nomos.
Duke, wait! Dane Nomos. That's the name of the sword of the Imperial line that's been missing all this time. What are you doing with it? Why does something like that have the power to control the air? Who are you?
The answers to those questions are not what you should be seeking now. Go, before you are too late. Soon, you will learn for yourselves the true weight of the burden borne by the Entelekea.
He's a cool guy, but way too moody.
If my memory serves me right, we also ran into him in Gasparost. Who is he?
I don't know. I can't even tell if he's a friend or a foe.
Come on!
That formula. It's just like Estelle's. So that sword really is...
It opened.
Dane Nomos, the child of the full moon, the resolve that impressed Pharaoh? Just who the hell is this Duke guy?
Well, judging from what he says, it seems he's in contact with Pharaoh.
And he has the sword Prince Yoder's been looking for. I don't like this.
Yeah, but why would he just lend us something as important as Dane Nomos? I thought he was stubborn, but maybe he's actually willing to listen to reason.
I wouldn't get my hopes up about that.
We just have to do what we can for now.
Yeah, let's hurry.
Is Dane Nomos like a really powerful sword? You'd kinda hope so for a story sword. Oh hell yeah, that thing's... So we're gonna go back this way a bit because there's an area back here. Don't want to try and make a habit of missing areas. Ah! Excuse me. Something stuck in my throat. Alright. Oh, of course there's a chest over here. Weapons.
I can't believe this is Dane Nomos, the proof of Imperial secession.
Yuri, you can become the Emperor!
This is just for decoration. I wouldn't want to be the Emperor even if I could.
You're so young, yet you have no ambition.
Says the little girl playing dress-up.
A lost proof of Imperial succession. When you get down to it, the loss of that sword was the source of all the fighting over the succession to the throne. Was Duke really the one who stole it?
Hey, give me a break. Don't go saying the Imperial Knights are gonna claim this sword.
I know. This isn't the time for that.
Duke went around using that sword to control Air Crane.
Oh, so Duke's doing the same thing as the Antilocheia.
Maybe so.
That sword, it produced the same phenomenon as Estelle did. Maybe the Rizomata formula was already worked out once before, but then why was that information lost? Maybe it's related to the Cataclysm, like the way that the Blastia was lost. Why did that become an Imperial treasure?
There are tons of things we don't know about this sword, but let's wait to figure them out until we've settled things here. Right now, rescuing Estelle is our top priority.
Right, let's hurry.
One sec, guys. Trying to get a drink. Ugh. There we go. Looks like we come back here later. Mermaid cloak. Ah, man. I hate when that happens when you swallow wrong. And it just screws up your throat for like the rest of the day. Alright. Wonderful. Get to cough a bunch of times on this episode, huh? Ah, crap. I didn't mean to fall. Alright. Alright, one more drink. There you go. Also had to get the baby a little bit of a drink too. Ugh. Gold armor. Forgot last episode I wound up equipping everybody with more proper gear. Forgot about that. Which in this game is a definite requirement at a certain point. Maybe not every town visit, but it's definitely vital that you keep your characters well equipped to fight bosses. Alright, let's do this again. Let's not be so silly. I mean, I guess those are to light up the place. So I'd assume the dungeon's supposed to be dark. Or darker.
Astal, how does it feel to face your last moments in the very temple built to worship you?
Wretched human.
Enough! Alexei, please stop this!
If you are so eager to free him from his suffering, why not use your healing arts to comfort him? You are utterly powerless. Alone, you are nothing more than a poisonous blight to this world. I'm sure you understand that now.
Estelle, are you alright? Lady Estellise!
Estelle! We've come to save you.
You again. What stubborn, misguided fools you all are.
Yuri, Flynn, all of you! Estelle! We've come to rescue you!
You are incapable of saving this princess. I am her only hope for salvation.
Spare me!
The most glorious moment for any tool is when it is finally used. Even the poison of this world can be a blessing if used correctly. And only I can do that. Now, princess, come with me. Without me, I am afraid your power...
Alexei!
Alexei, stop!
Weren't you Entelakea supposed to be masters of this world?
Stop it! Let Estelle go!
Oh, how disappointing. He's dead.
But how can that be?
Smaller than I would have hoped. No matter. It can be used in any number of ways.
Alexei!
Ah, you've come this far. Now, be baptized in the air your dear princess charged with her own hands. What? What are you doing with that sword? What happened to Duke?
He gave this to us before he took off. And he didn't seem all that worried about you.
What irony. That which I have searched for all these years. That it would arrive at my feet only when I no longer have a need for it. With a child of the full moon, the Apatheia, and my knowledge,
Talk to yourself a lot, huh? Not a good sign. Now shut up and let Estelle go.
Are you certain that is what the princess wants?
Estelle!
Your Highness?
Estelle! What's going on? Estelle! I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I want to be with you. I just don't know what I should do.
Estelle, pull yourself together.
Forget about that, Estelle. Get over here! If there's something you're unsure about, we'll work it out together.
Yuri. I can't take this.
Now, Mr. Yuri Lowell. Such brash behavior does not befit a young lady's escort. Not very gentlemanly of you at all.
Sorry for my lack of manners. There aren't many gentlemen where I'm from.
That sword is nothing more than an annoyance now. I will rid myself of you here.
Yuri, everyone. Get out of the way! Who's he?
Captain Schwan.
I thought you always let your knights handle things for you. What's with the change? What is it, Repeat?
I suppose there's no fooling the nose of a dog.
That voice. Wait, Raven?
Huh? The old man? What's going on?
This doesn't look like a joke. One of the Union's most important members is a captain in the Knights?
The first time we met, I didn't think it was possible, but...
Huh. So that's what was going on.
Wait! But what about the Dawn, Raven?
So it wasn't just the Commandant, but you too. Why?
Conversing with you is not one of my duties.
Raven!
We're in a bit of a hurry, so let us through. Wait. You're not really thinking of trying to stop us, are you? What the hell?
Schwan Olterain, first captain of the Imperial Knights. Ready to do battle.
All right. The secret of Schwan.
Go eat.
Okay, so this is a secret mission, guys. Let me get up to it again. Douse Schwan by attacking when he clutches his heart after his mystic art.
Easy just because you're old. I would be honored to fight with everything I have.
This one should be relatively easy compared to the last few that we've not been able to do.
Many people hate me.
I'm so sorry that we have no choice but to fight you now.
I'm sorry I have to fight such a beautiful lady.
You should be like that all the time.
Sorry, this is the last time you'll see it.
I can't let this go. I won't let you do this.
I would expect no less from an opponent.
You are an enemy to me, and you will fall.
Very well. Let's test our limits then.
Do you intend to die here?
I am always ready to die in battle, so I fight with everything I have.
Incandescent focus. Annihilate the bunker before me. Everything's disturbing power now unleashed. Meet my judgment upon the evil before me. Oh, sharpened rage! Turn that which knocks our future! Oh, feeding fire! Sacrifice thy body to crush my enemies! Oh, din of this modest land! Blessed! Tread them thy undefiled purity! Splash! Storm!
Okay, so it's supposed to clutch his heart out here. Oh crap. I missed. Okay, maybe a little bit harder than I thought I was expecting, actually. I don't know if I can get him to do it a second time. Nope. Damn. You really have to be on top of it. I don't know how you would actually pull that off. I might have to check that one out. So what kills me is not his move, it's the fact that I'm down and Yuri doesn't have a recovered jump. Or at least I don't have it unlocked. And of course I'm dead right here. Yeah, you would have to attack him almost immediately. Yeah, we beat him.
I'll take out anyone who tries to stop us.
Captain Schwan.
You guys saw enough that that one's doable. You just basically need to somehow... I would probably play Judith, because she can recover quick. I might have to look into that, but yeah. It's definitely doable.
Hey! What is that?
I would have thought such a blow would be the end of me. Of this cursed body.
What the? Is that a Blastia on his chest?
It's his heart. Or rather, a Blastia that has taken its place.
The original was lost 10 years ago.
10 years? You mean in the Great War?
I lost my life during that war. But Alexei saw fit to give it back to me with this.
It's hard to believe he'd go that far.
So that must be a Hermes Blastia as well. Why did Baul not notice it then?
I would imagine that is because it isn't powered by air, but by my own life force.
A Blastia powered only by human vitality? No way!
What was that?
Oh no! We're trapped in here!
That would be Alexei. He intends to bury you alive.
But that's crazy. You're still in here.
He couldn't pass up a chance to dispose of that sword, now that it's of no use to him.
So he was using Estelle to lure Duke here. This guy's even more twisted than I thought.
Hey, old man! This is no time to be standing around!
The end has finally arrived for me.
You never intended to leave this place alive.
Captain Schwann.
Who said you just get to lay down and die right here? Even if all your travels with us were just some joke to you. Are you trying to tell me your anger at the Dawn's death was just an act too? I thought the guilds never quit until the job was done. Wasn't that his dying wish? You go on living till the end.
Man, you really can be a downer sometimes, you know that?
Damn, we're not gonna make it!
Your Blastia like that, the condition you're in, you'll...
I can't keep this up forever. Get out of here.
Oh, man!
Captain Schwann!
Alexei's headed for the capital. There, he'll implement the final stages of his plan. The rest, I'll leave in your hands.
Raven! Raven!
Carol, come on.
But...
Move!
Must be getting soft in my old age.
Raven! That idiot! So he really was one of us after all. Damn it! You
Look alive, we got a princess that needs rescuing. Now step to it.
Come now. Let's go.
Stuck with another job nobody much wants?
It's nothing. We are actually in a hurry.
The Heracles is gone!
Just like Raven said, they must have left for Zophius already.
Yuri Lowell, what are you doing here? And Captain Flynn, too?
LeBlanc? Even Tweedle-A and Tweedle-B are here.
And what is a Tweedle? Out with it! Fools! This is not the time for nonsense! What wonderful timing, Captain Flynn! You didn't happen to see Captain Schwann, did you? We haven't been able to get a hold of him since he went by himself to coordinate with His Excellency the Commandant. I honestly cannot understand what His Excellency is thinking lately. The Royal Guard won't tell us anything. We looked all over for him and we finally arrived here, but...
Alexei is on his way to the capital, in Heracles.
Ah, we've just missed him then. And what about Captain Schwann?
Schwann saved us!
Oh, did he now? So then he's aboard the Heracles as well?
He's in the shrine, the deepest part.
What?
Wait, you... No, this is not happening. It can't be. What is the meaning of this? Captain Flynn, answer me! Captain Flynn!
We almost died thanks to Alexei. The only reason we're standing here now is because of your captain!
That man was a true knight.
Alexei apparently has some sort of secret plan for the Empire, and it can't be good. We're going to make sure he doesn't get the chance to carry it out. If you are any kind of knights at all, you won't stand in our way.
But how? How could it have come to this?
If we don't hurry, the Heracles is going to get away!
Let's hurry. I'll call Baul.
I'll save Estelle next time. I swear it. I couldn't stand seeing her hurt more than she already has been.
Rita!
It's Estelle who's suffering. So then why do I hurt so much too?
We'll get her next time.
Yeah, we'll save her. I've had enough of seeing her used as Alexei's puppet.
Dun 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 dun.
Raven!
Captain Schwann was long said to have been the Commandant's right-hand man. He was rarely seen even among the knights, and it was rumored that all of his missions were top secret.
That's probably because he was engaged in work as Raven.
So, Alexei would even sacrifice his own right-hand man.
Likely because he'd enter the final stages of his plan. Seems the old man was just looking for a place to die. That damn Alexei knew it, and used it to his advantage.
That guy's like a rotting fish.
None of that matters. Right now, we have to save Estelle. Got it?
Of course.
Right.
Heracles was headed for the capital, right?
It's got to be crossing the ocean. Everyone, keep your eyes open wider than a deep sea fish's so we don't miss it.
I can't believe Raven was an Imperial Knight. A captain.
Captain Schwann.
And his body. I guess I didn't know a single thing about him. But he still protected us.
He'd be happy to know you were thinking that. And that's all the more reason we can't turn back now.
Right. He risked his life so we could see this through to the end.
Yeah. Let's do it! Let's save Estelle!
Yes.
Alright, and another save. Starting to accumulate a lot of special missions to finish. Wait, is that not where I'm supposed to go? I'm so lost. Okay. Oh, maybe there's a giant ship I'm supposed to board. That said, don't really remember this part of the game too well. For some reason, this part of the story is just blank for me. It's sad because I remember quite a lot.
We caught up to them.
Look!
We cannot allow the Heracles or any of the traders aboard it to come any closer to the capital. All hands to battle positions.
Sodia?
That's suicide. They're dead if they get too close to Heracles.
I can't believe they'd be stupid enough to attack it head on. Still, there's no way their fleet stands any chance against that fortress.
Well, if we can't get in from the bottom, we'll just get in from the top.
What? Wait! Let's think this over a little more!
Baul, take us up. Hold on tight or you'll be shaken off.
They're shooting at us!
Baul!
Huh? The artillery fire's erratic?
There! The rear left! It's the only area that isn't shooting!
Okay, that's the spot. Do you think he can get us there?
He's a little hurt that you'd even ask.
Sorry. All right, it's up to him.
Take us in, Baul.
Let's go.
Man, I thought I was dead!
The Royal Guard's been taken out.
So that's why the cannon fire from this section was so weak.
Someone's here.
You never come prepared with a plan, do you? Is brute force the only strategy you know?
That's right, I say.
This time, it's curtains for you!
You guys again? Don't you ever give up?
The Schwann Brigade. You still gunning for Alexei after everything that's happened?
We knights must do as our pride demands.
Come on, you guys, leave us alone!
Seriously! Looking at you guys makes me remember a face that I'm trying hard to forget.
What sort of face do you mean? Must be some poor sap with a pretty ugly mug.
Raven!
Huh?
Hey! Old man!
I'm speechless.
Raven the Great, at your service. What? So happy to see me, cat's got your tongue?
What are you doing here, old man?
Gee, glad to see you too. All right, men, hold down the fort here.
Sir! Yes, sir!
There, that should do it.
Raven!
Okay, it's up to you guys from here.
How can you say that? There's no way we can trust you.
Don't try to pretend you forgot what you did, old man.
I see. Well, then do me a favor and put me down quick.
Hey! What are you trying to prove?
I didn't think I cared that much about living. But before I knew it, I was waist deep in all this. If I have to be done in by you guys here, well, there are worse ways I could go.
Now that you've turned on Alexei, your Blastia could be shut down any time. So you might as well die here. Is that what you mean?
I've been a dead man for over 10 years.
So what is a dead guy like yourself doing here anyway? Raven, you came here to settle accounts with us, didn't you? Well, brave Vesperia would be pleased to take care of that for you. Your life belongs to brave Vesperia now. From now on, whether you live or die depends on us. Right?
That's perfect, Yuri. This is your punishment.
Oh, thanks, Judith, darling. Oh!
I didn't want to feel left out.
Guess I'm joining in the fun too.
Oh, brutality.
Raven, do you know where Alexei's hiding?
I think he's in the control room.
Let's go then.
All right.
You're not allowed to just go dying on us, Raven.
I am relieved that you're alive and well.
Huh? Oh yeah, well, I managed thanks to LeBlanc and his men. It's pathetic, really.
So it really was you all this time?
Sorry for putting you through all of that. If you want to punch me, I won't complain.
No. I was following the Commandant's orders as well.
I see. Then I guess we both owe a lot to His Excellency, the Commandant. How about we go pay him back?
Yes, I'd like that.
Immortal old man.
First, Alexei lost Flynn. Now he lost you too, Raven. That's gotta hurt the strength of his precious knights.
I don't know. He's still got his own personal royal guard with him, you know. Those guys are fiercely loyal to him. They'll never betray him.
You mean they still trust him? What could they possibly see in that piece of crap?
Well, Alexei wasn't a piece of crap when he got his start.
Huh?
It was his responsibility to bring peace to the world. That's a heavy load for anyone.
That's enough. The less I know about him, the easier I'll cut him.
Now that's the Yuri I know.
It's locked. Yeah, whatever. It's trying to be all clever about it, but...
This'll make good practice.
Don't get careless.
The secret of my strength is a secret.
Sorry if I keep messing with the headset, you guys can hear it. For some reason my ears been really bugging me there.
I'll fight you wherever you rise.
No, no.
I feel like an easy win. I guess I'll go easy on them.
By my honor as a knight.
Oh, even you're worried, Rapide. Finally accepted what happened in the grave at that cavern, but still not quite sure what I should do from here.
I don't know what you need to do, but it's always better to look before you leap.
Oh, were you listening in, Rita?
Asking the advice of a dog isn't gonna help either.
It doesn't bring me closer to a decision, but it makes me feel a little better. What?
time.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. Why would he?
There we go. Onward.
We should really enjoy these little times together.
We're done.
I've unlocked new strength.
The Chateau Fang.
I swear, if you're alive, hurry up and tell us.
That's right. We'll make you pay for how you made us feel.
What's that? Did you and Rita both cry over...
Like I would ever.
Who's gonna cry over you? That word, maybe.
Hey, don't look at me. I wasn't crying.
Not a single tear shed for the old man. I'm simply crushed.
Anyway, we are glad that you're safe, Master Raven.
Flynn, that title isn't natural. Why so formal all of a sudden?
I know it's not normal, but now that I know he's Captain Schwan, calling him Raven just doesn't seem right anymore.
Who cares about a title? Being a knight sounds like a real pain.
Well, you're not wrong there, Patty. Anyway, Schwann's buried in the depths of the back of the lady. The guy standing in front of you is Raven. Just a simple old man.
Understood. I shall endeavor to keep that fact in mind.
Well, that was pointless.
I'm just getting started.
Raven and Flynn are both captains of the Knights, but you still don't know much about the Heracles.
That's because Alexei ordered it to be built in absolute secrecy. Only folks of that rank know about that sort of construction.
A lot of people must have known about the Heracles because of what happened in Dongrest. The people involved in the building itself were a handful of extremely skilled workers.
That would explain how they put the thing together so fast.
Why would they need to hide it? I mean, they had enough power to chase off Pharaoh at Dongrest.
Perhaps it wasn't intended for use by the Knights. It may have been built for Alexei's plan from the very beginning.
All that for his personal use? That's some serious abuse of authority.
In any case, we have things to do before we can start worrying about that,
Right.
Haven't fought you yet, so let's get you underneath the belt.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
Damn it. That's why I'm telling you. I'd be surprised for a speedrunner to get in this game quick. This is where the maps are purposely developed for you to fight enemies most of the time. I can't even really remember if the new Tales games are like this. No, I think they're more open world.
Yeah, we're done.
Right, I don't think this is an issue in the newer ones. But
So, what do you think about Yuri, Flynn?
He's a true friend.
Even now?
Absolutely.
I see.
Is there something you want to ask?
Nah, that's enough. Sorry to trouble you.
He's really something. He points out Yuri's mistakes, but still calls him a friend.
I guess maybe they're birds of a feather.
Ah, that does make sense. Flynn is Yuri's friend after all.
Huh? Is this air?
It appears so. Air is flowing through this pipe.
Ain't it dangerous getting so close to it?
This air isn't very thick. It's safe.
But why is air flowing through the Heracles?
It seems that air is what's making this giant contraption work.
It's being supplied with air, without the need for air crane. Wow.
The construction of the Heracles was kept top secret, so I don't know the details of how it works.
Even yours truly hasn't heard anything about the construction. Because I wasn't interested.
Oh man, you're totally useless when we really need you.
The Sorcerer's Ring is glowing.
I saw it do the same thing back in Gasparost.
Yeah, we were together when that happened.
Let me see that.
I've always wanted to hold hands with you, Rita.
Aw, that's not fair.
It's being affected by the air. The interior geometry is changing. Try pointing it at this gate.
Really seems a lot more powerful than it was before. Are you sure that's okay?
If it can destroy everything it shoots, that would definitely be dangerous.
That was a reaction between the air inside the gate and the air that the ring shot. It won't destroy anything and everything. You can relax.
Let's use the Sorcerer's Ring to destroy that gate, too.
yay, level 3.
This ring just keeps getting new abilities.
It got a new one back in Gosparos, didn't it?
Back then it was just you and me, Yuri. I'd love to study it when I get a chance, but I guess now isn't the time.
Well, at least this means we can go to new places now. That's good, right?
Raven's right. We should go around shooting stuff and look for new places we can get into.
Yeah, it's hard to tell whether something will react to the ring or not just by looking at it.
I don't know how I've the manly way to do things.
You like it? Wow! Maybe if I shoot here! How about here? Yeah! I did it! It opened! It opened!
Yep, now we can backtrack to all those areas. Reflex armor.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Yeah, that dungeon we were just in had holes. I think exactly for this upgrade. Not sure if we go back there at all.
that's over.
Stronger.
Watch out, Raven!
Ooh, that was a close one. Thank you kindly, Carol.
Stop dancing around like that. You gotta walk carefully in a place like this.
Is Raven always like that?
Yeah, I'd say he's always like that. Why do you ask?
Well, there's the old man as Raven, and the old man as Captain Schwan. I just wonder which is the real one. That's all.
I'm sure that his actions as Schwan left a much bigger impression on you.
Anyway, you really didn't know that Raven was Schwan this whole time?
I sensed something odd when we first met, but I couldn't equate his personality as Raven with that of Captain Schwan's.
He seemed like a goof-off, you mean?
Who are you calling a goof-off? Kids these days. Whispering nonsense behind an old man's back.
Well, Raven or Schwan, he's still an old man. It's not anything to get worked up over.
Perhaps so.
Which, sadly, isn't any better. Bam! The ring is very satisfying. I'm gonna give it that. Ah, missed.
Watch my back. Sacrifice thy body to crush my enemies.
Let's go. You'll be gone soon enough.
Oh, how could I?
God damn it. Sometimes aiming that air thing sucks.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye. Annihilate the bone of your torment. Storm. A blade of noble light. Power even indestructible evil. The secret of my strength is a secret.
Yeah, I figured.
They're wide open.
It's nothing personal.
So it's definitely crazy. I will bring it up since it's just a fighting situation. In the month of June, there's a lot of games that got pushed back and are being sold in June, so it's gonna be crazy. Like, Second City is actually going to be coming out in June, which that got pushed back. It was supposed to come out at the end of this month, from what I remember seeing. But I am kind of glad that it's coming out later. So that way it gives me more time to finish Days Gone or Fade to Silence for Horror Wednesday.
Don't let him trip
So I'm
you
kind of glad about that. It's definitely going to give me enough time to prepare to play Dragon Warrior, which is the game title that I have pre-scheduled, but that will be coming out next month as well. Other than that, it's like, we'll have offshoot games like Crash Bandicoot, Racing, Tag Team Racing, and then there's more Alchemist Altair games that my wife likes getting into. Don't get me wrong, they look fun. I've contemplated playing one. But yeah, there's a bunch of games coming out next month. On top of E3 of everything, it's gonna be pretty exciting. Ladder's not down, so I think this is a shortcut. So yeah, next month should be pretty exciting, because this month we should be finishing this game, Tales of Vesperia.
That looks like the engine room to me.
There are quite a few of the Royal Guard there.
That sure is some heavy security.
It doesn't look like it'll be too easy to stop it.
It'll be impossible to force our way inside with that many guards. What?
Since when are you so level-headed?
I thought you were going to throw a big fireball and make it go boom!
We've come this far. Don't you think we should be careful not to mess things up?
I think that if we can stop the Heracles, Sodia and her men will be able to get on board.
No matter how big the fish, it'll calm down once you hit it in the head.
Yep, let's search the control room.
Raven, do you know where the control room is?
Sorry, that's one thing I don't know.
What if the control room's even more heavily guarded?
In that case, we'll have no choice but to force our way in.
That'd be a war between 7 people, 1 dog, and the entire Royal Guard. Sounds like a lot of trouble.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, some pretty exciting stuff coming up. Because, yeah, we'll be finishing this month, I'm pretty positive. I'd honestly be surprised if we don't finish Tales of Vesperia.
I feel like an easy win. I guess I'll go
As much
easy
as
on
I've
you.
enjoyed the series, it will be nice to finally say it's underneath my belt. Just because I've had this series on my list for Kingdom Hearts 3 release. It wound up taking a backseat for me finishing all the Kingdom Hearts games to enjoy 3 fully. For those that didn't know about that situation. Yeah, this has been on my list for a while, so I'll be kind of glad to actually be done with it and moving on.
Don't get in our way.
as much as I have enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll be finishing probably this and Days Gone, I believe, in this month. Good possibility for it, at least.
Our strategy worked.
Not too sure about Fake Silence or Caligula effect. I would imagine we're pretty far though in Caligula. That it's a possibility we could be seeing the end of that series at least by June, the end of June, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, some pretty exciting stuff, and then we got E3 coming up. And I'll probably actually make a video that we're on E3. I haven't fully decided yet. But I think it would be kind of cool to show what the channel is probably going to be including in the near future.
Don't get in our way.
Yeah.
Damn. Almost got away with it.
You'll be gone soon enough.
Not too sure how big Hurricanes is going to be. Oh shit, I died. Keep forgetting I don't have a healer, so that's an ongoing problem.
The secret of my strength is a secret.
I like that shortcut. You get to practically avoid all the enemies except for this douche.
Let's go.
Alright, look at that. Well, anyway, we're actually at the end of the episode, so I'm going to end it here. Take a small break for those watching me on Twitch, and I'll be right back to continue from where we left off. As we are getting so ever close to the end of Arc 2. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to leave a like.